Module 5, Building an Emergency Fund. Welcome back to Fundamentals of Personal Finance. I'm Amy, and in this module, we're diving into one of the most important financial safety nets you can create, building an emergency fund. Life is full of surprises, and not all of them are good. From car repairs to medical bills or job loss, unexpected expenses can derail your finances if you're not prepared. An emergency fund gives you peace of mind and protects you from falling into debt when life throws a curveball. In this module, we'll explore why every adult needs an emergency fund, how much to save, where to keep it, and how to grow it without sacrificing your daily needs. Let's get started. Why every adult needs an emergency fund. Let's start with why an emergency fund is so essential. Think about it. Unexpected expenses happen to everyone. Your car breaks down, your roof leaks, or you face a sudden job loss. Without a financial cushion, these situations can force you to rely on credit cards or loans, which only add to your stress and debt. An emergency fund acts as a buffer between you and life's uncertainties. It's not just about avoiding debt. It's about gaining control over your financial future. With an emergency fund, you can handle setbacks without derailing your long-term goals, like saving for retirement or paying off debt. Even if you're just starting out, having even a small emergency fund can make a huge difference. It's not about perfection. It's about progress. The key takeaway? An emergency fund isn't optional. It's a necessity. How much to save in your emergency fund? Now that we know why an emergency fund matters, let's talk about how much to save. The general rule of thumb is to aim for 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. This amount provides a solid safety net to cover essentials like housing, food, utilities, and transportation during tough times. But don't feel overwhelmed if that number seems out of reach right now. Start small. Saving even $500 or $1,000 can help you handle minor emergencies without going into debt. Once you've built a starter fund, you can gradually work toward the larger goal. To calculate your target, list your monthly essential expenses and multiply by the number of months you want to cover. For example, if your essentials total $2,000 a month and you want a 3-month fund, aim for $6,000. Adjust based on your personal situation. If you have dependents or an unstable income, you might want to save more. Where to? Keep your emergency savings. Once you've started saving, the next question is, where should you keep your emergency fund? The goal is to store it somewhere safe, accessible, and separate from your everyday spending money. A high-yield savings account is one of the best options. It keeps your money liquid, meaning you can access it quickly when needed, while earning a bit of interest. Avoid tying up your emergency fund in investments like stocks or real estate. These can fluctuate in value and aren't easily accessible in a pinch. You might also consider opening a separate account specifically for your emergency fund. This helps prevent you from accidentally dipping into it for non-emergencies. Label it something like Rainy Day Fund to remind yourself of its purpose. Remember, the key is accessibility. You want your money to be there when you need it most, without jumping through hoops to access it. Growing your fund without sacrificing daily needs. Building an emergency fund doesn't mean you have to sacrifice your daily needs or stop enjoying life. With some smart strategies, you can grow your fund steadily without feeling deprived. Start by automating your savings. Set up small, regular transfers to your emergency fund each payday. Even $20 or $50 a month adds up over time. Treat it like a non-negotiable expense. You're paying yourself first. Next, look for ways to boost your savings. For example, deposit tax refunds, bonuses, or cash gifts directly into your emergency fund instead of spending them. You can also cut back on non-essential spending temporarily, like dining out or subscriptions, and redirect those savings toward your fund. Finally, consider picking up a side hustle or selling unused items around the house. These extra dollars can accelerate your progress without impacting your daily budget. The key is consistency, not perfection. Every little bit helps, and over time, you'll build a fund that gives you peace of mind. Great job completing Module 5. You now understand why every adult needs an emergency fund, how much to save, where to keep it, and how to grow it without sacrificing your daily needs. In the next module, we'll dive into planning for the future, a crucial step in achieving long-term financial security. Module 6. Planning for the future. In this final module, we're looking ahead, planning for your future. Planning for the future might feel overwhelming, but it's one of the most rewarding steps you can take. Whether it's investing for growth, preparing for retirement, or saving for major life milestones like buying a home or funding education, these lessons will help you build a solid foundation for long-term financial success. Let's dive in. Introduction to Investing for Beginners. Let's start with the basics of investing, a powerful way to grow your wealth over time. Investing might seem intimidating at first, but it's simply about putting your money to work so it can grow. The key concept to understand is compound interest. This is when your earnings generate more earnings over time. For example, if you invest $100 and earn 5% interest, next year you'll earn interest not just on the $100, but also on the $5 you earned last year. Over decades, this snowball effect can turn small investments into significant wealth. As a beginner, focus on low-risk, easy-to-understand options like index funds or ETFs, exchange-traded funds. These allow you to invest in a diversified portfolio without needing to pick individual stocks. Start small, even $50 a month can make a difference, and gradually increase your contributions as your income grows. Remember, investing is a long-term game. Don't get discouraged by short-term market fluctuations. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. Understanding retirement accounts. Now let's talk about retirement accounts, specialized tools designed to help you save for your golden years while offering tax advantages. One common option is a 401k, which is typically offered through your employer. Contributions are made pre-tax, meaning they reduce your taxable income for the year. Many employers also offer matching contributions, which is essentially free money. Don't leave it on the table. Another popular choice is an IRA, individual retirement account. Unlike a 401k, you open and manage this account yourself. There are two main types: traditional IRAs, where contributions may be tax-deductible, and Roth IRAs, where withdrawals in retirement are tax-free. Start contributing early, even if it's a small amount. For example, if you're 25 and contribute $200 a month to a retirement account earning 7% annually, by age 65, you could have hundreds of thousands of dollars. Waiting until your 30s or 40s to start significantly reduces your potential savings. Pro tip: take advantage of any employer match and max out your contributions whenever possible. Your future self will thank you. Preparing for major life expenses, home, education, etc. Life is full of big expenses. Buying a home, funding education, or even planning a wedding. Preparing for these milestones requires thoughtful planning and consistent saving. For example, if you're saving for a down payment on a house, aim to set aside at least 20% of the home's price to avoid private mortgage insurance, PMI. Use a high-yield savings account to grow your savings while keeping the money accessible. If you're planning for education costs, whether for yourself or your kids, consider tools like 529 plans or education savings accounts. These accounts offer tax advantages and are specifically designed to help cover tuition, books, and other educational expenses. Break these goals into manageable steps. For instance, if you need $20,000 for a down payment in 5 years, calculate how much you need to save each month and adjust your budget accordingly. Automating your savings makes the process easier and ensures steady progress. By planning ahead, you can tackle these expenses without derailing your overall financial health. Staying committed to long-term financial growth. Finally, let's talk about staying committed to long-term financial growth. It's easy to lose focus or get discouraged, especially when progress feels slow. But consistency is the key to success. Here's how to stay on track. Set clear goals. Whether it's retiring comfortably, buying a home, or building wealth, having specific goals keeps you motivated. Celebrate small wins. Every milestone, like hitting your first $1,000 in savings or maxing out your IRA, is worth celebrating. It reinforces positive habits. Stay informed. Educate yourself about personal finance and investing. The more you know, the more confident you'll feel in your decisions. Avoid lifestyle inflation. As your income grows, resist the urge to upgrade your lifestyle too quickly. Instead, direct extra income toward your goals. It's also important to review your financial plan regularly. Life changes, like a new job, marriage, or having kids, may require adjustments to your strategy. Stay flexible and adapt as needed. Remember, financial growth isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. Keep showing up even when progress feels slow, and trust that your efforts will pay off in the long run. Congratulations on completing Module 6 and the entire course. You now understand the basics of investing, how retirement accounts work, how to prepare for major life expenses, and the importance of staying committed to long-term financial growth. You're now equipped with the tools and knowledge to take control of your financial future. Remember, personal finance is a journey, not a destination. Celebrate your progress, stay consistent, and keep learning along the way. Thank you for joining me on this journey through fundamentals of personal finance. I believe in your ability to create a secure and fulfilling financial future. Until next time, take care.